Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Easton and I am a flight attendant for a major US airline. And I figured it's time to expose some flight attendant secrets. So today I will expose 5 flight attendant secrets. Now some of these secrets revealed seem a little obvious, but I was doing some research for the video and I noticed that there's a lot of confusion surrounding some of these topics. So let me clear it up. But before we take off, all right, that was cheesy. Make sure and subscribe and give the video an old thumbs up if you like it or you find it useful or whatever. Now, number 1, if you can help it, don't drink the plain water. Yes, that also means the coffee brewed, it means tea, the hot water, all of that. You see, the law requires airlines to disinfect and flush each plane's water tank 4 times a year. 4 times a year. Think about how often that plane is taking off and landing, being refueled. And you may be thinking, yeah, but like the tank's enclosed. I'm sure that just being refilled with water and then the water being used, it's gotta be clean, right? It's gotta be okay. Using CNN as a source here, a score of 3.0 or better indicates that the airline has relatively safe, clean water, the study says. This is back in 2019. Now, 3.0, remember 3.0 or better indicates the airline has safe water. Well, looking at the rankings, Alaska and Allegiant got 3.3s, Hawaiian got 3.1, it really drops off from there as you can see on the list, and the worst is going to be JetBlue and Spirit Airlines. Now yes, this is back in 2019, but I can't imagine it's gotten much better, especially since that 4 times a year law I just read to you was the 2023 standard. As a matter of fact, back in 2019, a test was done across various aircraft from various airlines, and it found that 1 in 20 of the samples of water from the potable tank was positive for E. coli. And that's pretty gross. So you're gonna notice that most pilots drink the coffee, and a lot of flight attendants do not drink the coffee or any water on board unless it's bottled. So in short, yeah, the water's pretty gross. Now, if you drink it, are you gonna immediately get sick? Probably not. But just knowing how often the tank is required to be cleaned. Now, some airlines may go above and beyond and clean it often, but knowing how often it's required to be cleaned, like what? I'm just not gonna take the chance. But you do what you want. Number 2, assume the lavatory floor is not clean. When you go into the lavatory, more than likely that wet floor is, well, not water. So going in the lavatory barefoot or only wearing socks is one of the grossest things a flight attendant can witness. And it happens way too often. It's disgusting. Really though, a good rule of thumb is just don't take your shoes off on the plane. Now there are exceptions. Yes, international or extremely long flights, you may be provided slippers. So yeah, take your shoes off, relax, get comfortable, but maybe wear the slippers when you walk around the plane, especially in the lavatory. Number 3, yes, it's true, flight attendants can open lavatory doors from the outside. And you may be thinking, but if I lock it, no. Even if you lock it, flight attendants can open that door because we have access to it. But I mean, duh, think about why. If a flight attendant during an emergency needs to access the lavatory, let's just say a passenger's passed out in the lavatory and they need medical attention, a flight attendant can't just be like, the door's locked, I don't know what to do. We'd have to be able to get in there somehow. The flight attendant is in total control of the cabin, so yes, they have access to the lavatory from the outside. I really didn't think this was a big shock, but as I did some research for this video, it seems like there's a lot of controversy and confusion around this topic. I actually saw one video that said, no need to lock the lavatory door because a flight attendant can just get inside. Let me correct this right now. Please lock the lavatory door, all right? Because just because a flight attendant can open it doesn't mean they would unless the situation absolutely called for it. So if you don't lock the lavatory door, the next passenger is gonna walk up, open the door, and it's just super awkward for everyone. Number 4, Diet Coke is the worst drink to pour. Oh my gosh, it fizzes forever. It adds so much extra time to the service. Now, flight attendants have tips and tricks for everything. So some people will pour Diet Coke first, then add the ice. I guess it cuts down on some fizz time. Or some flight attendants will do the syringe approach. This is the syringe approach. So you've got your cup, all right, here's the Diet Coke. You open it, and then you put it in here, and you slowly lift it, and then you add the ice after that. And somehow it cuts down on the fizz. I don't know how, I've actually tried it. It does work, so if you're a flight attendant watching this and you're like, no way, and you haven't heard of that, try it, it's crazy. But yes, overall, Diet Coke is the most annoying drink to pour. Lastly, number 5, plane temperatures vary. Some aircraft allow the flight attendants to control the temperature in the cabin, but other planes reserve that power to the pilots. So here's my advice to you as a passenger. Just because you're coming from Hawaii doesn't mean you should dress like you're on the beach while you're on the plane. Not every airline or plane will be stocked with blankets. Sometimes they're just not there. And just because you're the only one cold on that aircraft does not mean that the temperature that all the other passengers are enjoying will be adjusted because of you and your poor planning. So dress comfortable on the plane. Also wear clothing that you can easily remove if you got hot and also could easily put back on if you get cold. It really is alarming that people will wear little clothing on a plane and then be shocked when they're cold 40,000 feet in the air. So there you go. Those are 5, albeit simple, flight attendant secrets exposed right there for you. I hope that clears things up. I've seen an odd amount of confusion surrounding these topics, so I really hope this clears things up and makes it a little simpler. And hey, if you want a part 2, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to make another video exposing flight attendant secrets. And once again, subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can also shop my Amazon storefront, all the products I use on a daily basis. And connect with me on the socials using the Linktree link in the description below. I will talk to y'all next time. God be with you.